Hey there, it's Carrie Rhodes here, and it's time for another 5-minute video making a super cute ship in a bottle card. I love this card. I could not wait to share it with you. When I first saw this set called Friendship from Trinity Stamps, I knew I wanted to make a ship in a bottle because I already owned their bottle die set. So here you can see the stamp set all colored up and die cut. So many fun ships that are really versatile and lots of sentiments. Here's that bottle. It's from the Cheers die set, and I cut it from vellum, and then I cut the little cork from some craft colored cardstock. Now it's time to bring it to life. I am using some Tumbled Glass Distress Oxide, of course. I mean, what else would I use? What other color? I used a little finger dauber brush to dust that on the back side of the vellum. I'm going to set that aside to dry and make my beach. So for the sand, I am using tea dye ink and going up halfway on my Slimline panel. Now I have a little scrap that I'm adding the same color to. That's going to make a little sandy hill for my bottle to sit in. I'm going to do all kinds of splatter here, starting with water from my distress sprayer. It did get water on the upper half, and that's going to be okay when I put my other color on. It's not going to be a big deal. Splattering it with some ground espresso and dusting a little bit of that onto the cork while I have that ink pad out. So now I'm flipping it over and adding Salty Ocean, right? You just go with the name on the pad and you can't get it wrong. But you can see there, the water where I spritzed on the cardstock is showing up, and that's okay because remember, I'm doing lots of splatter. Let's splatter this side with Mermaid Lagoon, and you can see I've already done the water splatter there, and ooh, it's looking marvelous. You can see I did not overlap the two colors. Now I'm bringing in some Distress paint in Picket Fence, and I'm going to pounce that on with a scraggly brush. I got this brush at the dollar store. I believe there were like 3 in a pack, but it's perfect for this technique right here. Just kind of stippling that paint on right where the beach meets the sand. Ooh, it's gorgeous. Okay, I let that dry, and then I brought in my layered Peninsula stencil, also from Trinity Stamps, and some white Glacier paste from Nuvo, and I'm going to put this shimmery, shining water over the top of just that blue section. And oh my gosh, it makes the shiniest, beautiful, shimmering water. It's gorgeous. So in some lights, it kind of looks white, and in other lights, it looks silver. It's really shiny. All right, let's put that cork in the bottle. Did you see that? I just tapped on that glue. It's going to make it not show up as much behind that vellum. I'm going to do the same thing to the ship. I'm going to put that inside the bottle. So I'm tapping on that glue, and it makes it not so intense, but it will stick, and this will stay where it needs to go. So it's a little trick, a little tip. I hope you try it out. Let me know what you think. Now on the back side, I added a little glue dot. That's to hold the end of my twine. I'm going to wrap this around the bottle. It just needed like some more visual interest, and besides that, I love texture on my cards, and twine is a really good way to do that. I secured the other end with a little more twine, just strategically placing that so the glue dot doesn't really show through the vellum. All right, time to add this to my dry scene, and again, I'm strategically placing my glue, and at the bottom corner of my bottle, it doesn't really matter if the glue shows, because that's where I'm going to add this little piece of sand that it kind of looks like the bottle's sitting in, and I put that on with some foam squares. So look at that. I am so happy with how this came together. Like, I wasn't sure if all the dimensions were going to work out and all the things, but it makes me so happy when it actually does work out. I mounted this to a Slimline card, so it has a nice white border all the way around, and then I'm adding these confetti bits that are holographic and silvery, so they kind of go with the water, and I love embellishment, so of course I had to add them. And do you see that really cute sentiment there? Friendship is the best ship of all, and that has a die that bubble cuts it out for you, so perfect. Stamp it, stick it down, and it's ready to go. So there is my ship in a bottle card. I would love to know what you guys think of this card. I know I love it, and it might be hard to part with. Do you ever have those cards? You kind of want to send it to yourself. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this 5-minute video. I will see you very soon on the next video, and you can find all the things I used below in the description box. Happy stamping! Bye!